Hi, my name is Lena and I make videos about Pokemon cards and their prices. I also do buyout videos, which is what we're going to do today. I've actually seen a decline in buyouts recently, at least noticeable buyouts. It's a lot less obvious these days and I'm seeing a lot less. I know these videos are controversial. I'm going to try to be open-minded about why certain cards may be jumping in price and if it is a buyout or not, but I still have suspicions for these and I think it's good to see these cards because a lot of them are doubling in price. Thank you to my 38 subscribers. You guys really help the channel grow and I really appreciate you guys helping support my channel. I know I have bad quality gear. It's a little expensive to get a good camera for me right now, or microphone really. So I really appreciate you guys and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, first two, I have Cinccino and Minccino from Temporal Forces. Both were hit around the same time, twice. They have very little listings. Temporal Forces is already getting pretty scarce on TCG Player, less than 50 listings for a lot of cards. So yeah, buying 31 at a time and then 39 at a time. This person has 70 Cincinos, or maybe it's multiple people, but 70 Cincinos are gone within a 5-month period. Yeah, it went up 118%. So yeah, I think it qualifies. I know Cinccino EX was huge in Chaos Rising, one of the best SIRs in this set, and it's a Shibuzo, and Shibuzo makes great art, but I think it's very specific to go after a specific card that's not Greninja or Darkrai, like the top cards in the set. I do think it's a little interesting these people are targeting other Pokemon, since I'm sure is gaining popularity, but yeah, it's still a lot. Minccino, yeah, saw the same pattern. 53 sold and then 47 sold. So it looks like they have 100 Minccinos right there. There's 43 listings. Yeah, 140% jump. Yeah, another Shibuzo card. It's super, super cute, but people are trying to get all the Minccinos they can, hoping they can run into some Minccino fans in the future to buy it double what it used to be. Temporal Forces still. Gouging Fire EX. Now I think this one is kind of valid because it's really weird. 15 listings. Gouging Fire is one of the less popular Paradox Pokemon. Walking Wake is definitely far more favored. Gouging Fire for $55.92. It has a 78% increase. So not too crazy like the other ones. 23 items sold. It's still a lot for Temporal Forces. As you can see, there are only 15 Gouging Fires left. So I think somebody's trying to put pressure on the market right now to try to force Gouging Fire to grow. And also, this is a T0 card. It is very pretty, I think, but it has always been one of the less popular SIRs in the set, so yeah, I can't say that this is organic. Excadrill by Saboteri, $11. This one is not that crazy. It's only 67% increase. 38 were sold and then 22 were sold. This card is going to be harder to push because it's not really a popular card, but yeah, somebody managed to double the price at least. I think it's very odd when people target specific cheap cards, especially when a Pokemon is not popular enough to have a lot of sales all the time. So it looks like they have 60 Excadrills, and there's only 50 listings. Shinya Komatsu Garbador at $16.54. I gotta say, it's a Garbador, and Garbador is not really popular at all. It's hard to say that this card is wanted by many people because Garbador is a trash Pokemon. I don't know how many people really like Garbador. Trubbish is a lot more easier to love. Not so much Garbador, unfortunately. I love Garbador personally. One of my favorite Pokemon. But I mean, maybe that's why I'm putting this here, because I personally love it, but unfortunately it looks like somebody has their eye on it right now. 30 items were sold and then 21 were sold, so they have 51 Garbadors. 54 listings. It only went up 66%. It is just a Garbador, even though it's a cool Shinya Komatsu Garbador. Paradox Rift, definitely an older set. It's not budging too much, so it's kind of still safe, but if people keep buying more and lowering the listings more and more, it can get a little out of control. Paradox Rift, Akira Komayama, Gholdengo EX. Akira Komayama has made a lot of very, very iconic art, but I don't think that's why. I know that the Gholdengo connects with the Gimmickle, and it's a rather epic duo. This Gholdengo was $20 for a very, very long time, maybe even cheaper, around the $18 range. Now it is $40, $39.40, had 88% increase. It looks like 26 were sold, and then 35 were sold. So what is that? 61 items, and yeah, there's only 40 left. Yeah, I really like this Gholdengo. It was affordable for a lot of people, like a cool connecting card duo that was actually affordable, like under $30 for all three of it. It looks like 26 were sold, and then 35 were sold, and there's only 40 listings, and they have about 61 of the cards. It looks like the Gholdengo has very little places to go but up, because this is a great card. The duo was under $30 for both Gimmickle and Gholdengo, but now it's looking like a $60 duo. Tinkaton EX, I personally love Tinkaton. I know Tinkaton is one of the more popular Paldea Pokemon from the most recent game. 61.78, there's only 37 listings, 21 were sold, and then 17 were sold. So what, 48 items? I guess they have 48, and there's only 37 listings. You can see a pattern. All of the buyouts, if it is by one person, it means that they have a majority of the listings. They're trying to become a majority stakeholder, in a sense. Yeah, this is a gorgeous Tika Matsuno card. Gorgeous Tinkaton. The entire line is gorgeous, honestly. It's 3 cards to collect, and the entire line was already $100 to collect, but now it's just getting even more expensive. Regigigas V-Star from Crown Zenith. I really wanted this card because I think it's very impressive and very, very cool. Regigigas is pulling a world behind him. I think it's incredible, and I love it so much. But yeah, unfortunately it doubled in price, 57%, so just barely cutting it. When I do talk about Sword and Shield era, it's going to be a lot harder for those cards to jump up in price because they were printed a lot more, and they're generally cheaper and more stable cards. Either way, 57% increase, 39 items were sold, and then 31 items were sold. So that leaves us with 70 items. They have 70 of these cards, and there's only 33 listings. Yeah, that's not really a good look. Yeah. Prismatic Evolutions Iron Valiant EX by Dan Xiao for $76.53. Near mint went up 82%. More of a blatant buyout right there. You can see 31 items were sold. Yeah, that's a lot for Prismatic because this was about $50 card. So 31 times 50. And it's an expensive buyout, definitely. And these people really wanted Iron Valiant to be a little more expensive. I do think this is an awesome card, so I can definitely see it being $80 realistically, but Prismatic just hit that 2-year mark. And also this artist made the Ascended Heroes Gengar and the Phantasmal Flames Charizard, the SIRs, so that may also be why these people were scouting this card. This is still a humongous buyout. It is a dang expensive card, and Prismatic is expensive. Crown Zenith Jerky Lumineon V for $22.26. This one may not qualify as a buyout. It's only 47%, unfortunately. I did say before, Crown Zenith, it's very hard to pump the numbers because it was printed a lot, and it is in general a lot more stable and cheaper. 75 listings are left. It looks like somebody bought 90 listings in total. total in the course of 2 months. So yeah, majority stakeholder. I love this jerky card. I think it's gorgeous. And when I found out it was a jerky card, it made me love it 10 times more, honestly. Yeah, I think this is a little unfortunate because if they keep going, it is possible to raise the price. And they already are almost raising it about $10 more. Almost, but not quite yet there. And it wouldn't be a buyout video without Black Bolt White Flare and that monstrosity of a set. Munna, I mentioned this in my what is a buyout video, but I didn't go into specifics. Mickey Kudo, this is a really cute Munna. $20.23. There are only 16 listings. That's really not a lot. 43 items were sold June 3rd to June 5th. Yeah, up 103%. Yeah, up 103%. Yeah, that's normal, very normal. And you can see like no one's buying it after that because they're like, what happened to Munna? This was a $7 card. Now it is 20, and that's Black Bolt White Flare for you. There are very few cards that have not been scalped in Black Bolt White Flare or that aren't already just too dang expensive for the Pokemon that are on the card. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I am seeing a lot less buyouts, so I haven't been posting those as much, but I will still bring them when I see them. I do think it is important to document, and I do think it's very fascinating to see how cards end up reacting over time and if it succeeds. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. You are an incredible person. Yeah, I really hope to see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a good day.